The U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration is working to reclassify marijuana as a less dangerous drug.
Right now, it's classified Schedule 1. That includes heroin, LSD, ecstasy. It could soon be considered Schedule 3, along with ketamine and Tylenol with codeine. Fox 4 Shannon Russo live in Kansas City tonight with how it could impact Missouri, where recreational marijuana is already legal.
Yeah, so one of the bigger changes, if this does in fact happen, that consumers would notice would be in the checkout line, meaning you could potentially be paying less for your products.
Marijuana is not as bad as once thought. At least that's what the DEA seems to be suggesting now that it's working to reclassify marijuana as a less dangerous drug. The change would also signal that marijuana has medical value. Under a Schedule 1 label, it's considered to be highly dangerous and addictive with no medical use.
It's huge for marijuana businesses.
Chris McHugh is a local attorney who also owns Vertical, a marijuana cultivation facility. Not only would the reclassification have the potential to ease consumer costs, it also saved businesses.
Essentially, if you are dealing in a Schedule 1 drug, your tax rate is very, very high. If you're dealing in a Schedule 3 drug, the tax rate is much lower.
Still, the reclassification is just a proposal for now. It comes after a recommendation from the Department of Health and Human Services last year. First, the White House Office of Management and Budget must review it. Once they sign off, the DEA would then take public comment before going to an administrative judge for review. If marijuana does become a Schedule 3 drug, it would still be a controlled substance that's subject to rules and regulation.
It's still illegal to deal in these drugs without a license, but the sentence would be less. It might even be the difference between a felony and a misdemeanor. I don't know in certain circumstances.
And it should also go without saying that if this does pass, that does not mean marijuana will be legal everywhere, John. That, of course, will still be up to each state.
Shannon Russo live in Kansas City tonight. Shannon, thanks.